Yes, I think it is our first series win in New Zealand, and in fact the bowlers have been doing well, because that was initially a lot of people asked me whether spinners can turn the match around for us on these wickets. The spinners have been doing well from the first match, and Smriti has been among runs. So is our Jemima. So I think overall the team looks good, because the fast bowlers are supported well by the spinners in the middle overs, and the batting I think has not really been tested, but in a way it is good, because whoever gets an opportunity are making the most of it. But I think as and when batters get an opportunity in the middle, we play according to the situation. Yes, any batter would want to get in there and score runs. It gives a lot of confidence getting into the next game. But both the games were on a low scoring side, and whoever got an opportunity have scored runs. Yes, definitely we would want to make it 3-0, and we will try and give others an opportunity also in the third game, to see that we groom some of our youngsters, and it will also be a run up to the T20 series, which is going to follow up after the one dayers. But overall, yes, we are playing to win, and we are playing to win the series, the next game. Well, I think as long as I'm getting runs and playing according to the situation as the team demands me to play the role, I think I would be more than happy to play the supporting role or the role that the team demands me, and I'm happy to score runs. Well, we definitely are keeping that in mind, that we have a T20 series after the one days, but again it's a format that we would want to play as per the one day format, and we will try and give the youngsters a chance to test them also. So not necessarily overall it would be it would not change the whole setup, but yes, we will try and have few changes in the squad.
Frustrated, I guess, and disappointed. I think we can play better than we have been, and that's probably the frustrating part, is we're not putting a display on that we know that we can do. But I think we've got to keep going back to the drawing board and keep building on. There were some improvements today, but obviously we need some bigger incremental improvements, I guess, to compete with a side like this. And the crux of it is that we've got to score more runs and get more partnerships. I don't know what our biggest one was today, but they're not big enough to compete with these sides. I think we've talked about our options to spin. I think people that can use their feet well and can play the sweep well are easier to rotate the strike, which then helps build that partnership and not put some pressure on you if you're sort of stuck at one end. So it's something that we've talked about a lot, and we've got to keep trying to improve, and I guess it can't always happen overnight, but I think part of it as well is having the confidence to do it in the middle. I think we've got players that at times will show that they can play those shots in the nets, and we just got to transfer it out in the middle. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's always about the team result, and when we're not winning, then you're still frustrated, and I thought that I got out at a time that was, I guess, an important time to keep kicking on, and we talked about batting a lot deeper than that, to be able to have a platform to try and launch from. But I think with the start that we had, we obviously were a little bit behind the 8 ball from the get-go, and I think it just showed that if you can, I guess, apply yourself in the middle, you can score some runs. Yeah, it's a really hard one to sort of read into, because I think they make it look very easy, and that's certainly the case, but the hard part is that we haven't got any runs on the board to create any pressure. So if we did have runs, would it be a different story? And it's a difficult one, like I say, to sort of read into too much, but the girls are still in good spirits, and we're having some good discussions about plans, and it was nice to see a couple of them come off today. Yeah, they have to. Look, we've got to compete, and we've got to try and win games of cricket, and I think regardless of whether this series is on the line or not, we've got to still be looking forward as to how we're improving. There's a World Cup here in 2 years' time that we've got to make sure that we're getting things right for that and showing that we can compete in our own country. So absolutely, there's still a lot on it for us. To a certain extent, ODI cricket first. I think we've obviously got 5 changes in our squad for the T20 format, so you'll see some changes happen naturally, but I think we've still probably got to keep just considering how we're playing, our batting order, the options that we're using with the ball, and those sorts of things to, are we getting that right with the squad that we've got here, and that'll be, I guess, the questions that we've got to answer first. To be honest, I don't think it changes too much from what we've been doing. I think the way we went about our trainings in the last couple of sessions was actually really good, and there was some really constructive stuff done, but we've got to keep building on that, and like I say, then have the confidence to take that out into the middle.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments in the comment section below. Click on the bell icon for notifications.